Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General. 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Saturday, as you can see. We now back over at the storage unit, getting back to it, getting busy as always. All right. In today's video segment presentation, I do have a little slight tool haul for you. We're going to do a little unpackaging, just as well as we will take a look at quite a few other different things. But I ain't going to hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know, okay? So pretty much I'm about to get quite a few things out to the top of the tool cart. Got a little mail call in this morning. All right, so I'm going to get my box cutters out and we're going to dive right into it. So walk with me. Let's get it. All right, as I got the package sitting out at the top of the tool cart, you can basically see where it's coming from. This was a purchase that was ordered last week. I'm just now receiving it. All right, the item is coming from Home Depot. All right, so I'm going to get the item out and we're going to get a good visual on things. Let's get it. Right now that I basically have it open. All right, what we're taking a look at is the new Milwaukee dual face. This is a 3-pound fiberglass drilling hammer here. As you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it out its plastic packaging so that we can get a good visual and inspect the item. All right, this is the new 3-pound fiberglass drilling hammer, part number 48-22-9310. All right, so I'm gonna get this out real quick so that we could take a good look at things. Let's get it. So just to give you a quick clear visual on how the hammer's faces look. All right, towards one side, then it has a smooth side on the opposite end. Okay, I do like this. It does feel a little beefy. This is 3 pounds. Once again, give you the part number and description of this particular hammer. All right, it meets the high strength fiberglass core. As you can take notice, the core all the way through its handle. Okay, it is smoothed and milled. All right, so just to give you, at the bottom, you can see that it basically says 3 pounds. This is a nice drilling hammer. If you didn't catch yesterday's video that I uploaded coming off the Snap-on truck, I did pick up a Snap-on new drilling hammer just as well, so I will enlist that in this particular video, just as well as we will take a look at quite a few other different hammers that I actually have in my selection, just as well as some older hammers that I would have normally use when I was in the shop. All right, in this particular video, you will see quite a few new items that has not been used. These items was picked up throughout the periodistic time of my equipment being in the storage unit until I get back to work. All right, so for the individuals who may be looking in on this particular video for the very first time and they ask, why the tools look so clean or why they don't look used and things like that, when you get to commenting or you get to watching the video, it's, more than likely you may not necessarily came across this channel before. I have worked in a professional settings field, all right, in a professional high volume shop. All right, so I suggest that you go back into my catalog of videos, and take a look at the history, because I have a little bit underneath 500 videos on this particular channel. Okay, that range from modification videos, tool demonstration videos, tool reviews, tool hauls, unboxings, unpackagings, and things like that of that nature. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get quite a few items out and we're going to take a look. Let's get into it. All right, now what you're taking a look at, all right, what we have here, all three of these particular hammers are drilling hammers, all right? Each of them are basically designed differently from one another, as you can tell from their heads. This particular drilling hammer is a Mac anti-vibe. This is a snap-on, the new drilling hammer, just as well as I just stated that this is the new Milwaukee 3-pound drilling hammer. So just to give you, you know, a little quick brief description, this is a Mac Tools 2-pound drilling hammer. Okay, the information is here for you, which is an anti-vibe system drilling hammer. The part number is DH192AV. All right, so there is a difference amongst the three. The anti-vibe system is an excellent set of hammers. They are well crafted, well designed. All right. If unfortunately you didn't catch yesterday's video, this is the new snap-on drilling hammer, okay, that has the double edit smooth side face. Part number once again is HSSD32. This is a 32 ounce, all right, and 900 and what is that, 7 grams, all right. So this is how your new snap-on drilling hammer would basically look. So, you know, these are three different drilling hammers of three different designs. Okay, the weight amongst each three are basically different amongst one another, so that you can get an understanding of that. What I'm going to do is going to get out quite a few other hammers, and we're going to take a look at those just as well that I have in my tool selection. Let's get it. As technicians and mechanics, we are all familiar with the snap-on ball peen hammers. All right, this is a 40 ounce here, and the part number is HHB040, 40 ounce, and this has 1,125 grams. As you can see, this is made in the USA. So this would be your ball peen hammer. Okay, like I was stating, that each of these hammers are of a different design, different weights. Okay, a lot of times these weights do matter depending upon how heavy the hammer is, and you know how often you are using. You can become quite fatigued. All right, I'm gonna get out quite a few others that I have in my selection, just as well as some older hammers that I actually have in my selection that, once again, that I would normally use when I'm in a professional shop. Let's get it. Okay, now what you're looking at is one of my most favorite hammers, all right, which is not of a tool truck brand. This is a Craftsman's fiberglass dead blow hammer. As you can see here, if I can zoom in and give you a part number for this, which is 38395. If it's focusing in properly, 38395. And this is a Craftsman's dead blow fiberglass handle. This particular handle is rebranded by many different companies, Blue Point. There's so many different brands that rebrand these. Quite some time ago, I had the need, you know, to pick up this particular hammer personally for myself, because when I would normally be in the shop, I used all sorts of different hammers, but this was a particular hammer that I actually lacked, and I used to borrow it, you know, quite a few times from another technician. So once again, if you have to borrow something more than once, twice, basically you need it, because every technician, every mechanic gets a paycheck just like, you know, one another. So it's no big thing. You know, it's not to say that, you know, I could have had never picked one up. So in the process, I did pick it up. All right. This is mainly more commonly used on more softer wheels, you know, when they get seized to the hubs and things like that. Then I have other hammers that are more heavier, you know, that get the job done. Not all hammers can be used on certain particular wheels and things like that. So these fiberglass handles do come in handy. All right, what you're taking a look at over here is a combination soft face hammer right here, which is a snap-on. The part number is a 3H-232A USA. Blue Point also makes these design. I believe, as you see, that it states that this is the Snap-on one. Blue Point has one also, because you know Snap-on sells Blue Point equipment. But when you go to this part number on the online site, or if you ask your truck dealer, it comes up underneath Blue Point, I believe. But this one is actually branded with Snap-on, made in the USA. So once again, the part number is BH 232A, and this is a 32 ounce right here, which you're basically taking a look at. Okay, give you a little brief description of how it looks on the back. You have your warning: wear safety goggles. All right, safety always first. Always wear eye protection and things like that when using any type of hammers and, you know, hammering on any different things. So just to give you a quick rundown, once again, this is a double combination Snap-on 32 ounce. All right, this is Craftsman's fiberglass dead blow. This is a 2-pound Mac Tools drilling hammer. This is the new Snap-on drilling hammer, just as well as this is the 40-ounce Snap-on ball peen, and this is the 3-pound new Milwaukee drilling hammer. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move along. Let's get it. All right, now what you're taking a look at here, all right, this is a hammer that's made by Stillman. This is a wheel weight soft face hammer right here. So here you would have your soft face, and then you would have your prying tip for your wheel weights. So basically this is what this particular hammer is designed for if you're in the field of line, depending upon where you work at. If you know, some shops don't provide all particular services, but if you are in a shop that actually provides wheel service and wheel alignments and things like that, this would be a tool that will be needed in your particular job and functions and daily functions and routines and things like that. I actually have an older one. I have a couple of these, so but I just basically pulled out a new one, you know, just as well as some of the other items that are new, because I do have a lot of equipment and things like that. So once again, this is Stillman. All right. In some past comments, individual asks, you know, why do I have a claw? Okay, which that's what this is. This is a Milwaukee claw, and most instances this is not a particular hammer that is actually used in an automotive service line. When the individual asks that particular question, the reason for why I have this particular hammer is because sometimes it's not automotive service work, or the only type of work that I will perform. Okay, and there's plenty of times where that even when you are in the shop, you may get certain particular equipment that comes on pallets and things like that, and people be scrambling around in the shop looking for a particular hammer, you know, to dismantle something or open something up, and some of these other hammers don't provide those necessary features, you know, that the claw may necessarily have. So this is why I actually do have this in my selection, so that when called upon, I'm the man with the tool. If everybody else don't have the tool, guess who the job is going to go to? The person who got the tool. All right, so this is why it's always important to invest in yourself. All right, once again, this is the Milwaukee claw. This also has a fiberglass handle, as you can see here. Not quite sure what the part number is on this particular one. The part number is 48-229316. All right, and this is a 19 ounce smooth face. All right, so this is your Milwaukee claw. All right, also if you take notice towards the top here, it states 19 ounces. All right, so it is designed a certain particular way. All right, so now we're gonna move along, and now I'm gonna get into some of my most commonly used hammers that I would normally use in the shop day in and day out. Let's get it. All right, so in the old school side of things, as you can see, I have a regular, normal, standard wooden handle sledge. All right, this particular sledge was picked up, you know, quite some time ago in a little yard sale. So, you know, I did need a regular, old school standard handle. Wooden handle is always good and great to have one of these just as well. All right, you can see how the head shape design is here. All right, you can see the, you know, the well use and abuse on this particular hammer. these are some saw face combination hammers just as well that I would normally use. As you can see, these are also Stillman. The lettering actually didn't worn off because I beat on them so often. These were some of my most commonly used hammers. When I was moving out of the shop, I did discard quite a few different things, just as well as I gave quite a few items to some other technicians that was moving along in their career and moving on to other different facilities and things like that. But as you can see, these are Stillman just as well. These do have heavy use from being used day in, day out. All right. So, you know, that's just basically what it is when it comes to the hammer selection. All right. All right. So once again, for the viewers and subscribers, all right, this is your new Milwaukee 3-pound drilling hammer. All right. This is your snap-on 40-ounce ball peen hammer here. All right. This is your new snap-on drilling hammer, just as well as this is your Mac Tools Anti-Vibe 2-pound drilling hammer. Here you have your Craftsman's fiberglass dead blow. Here is your snap-on combination saw face hammer. This is a Stillman wheel weight hammer. And once again, this is a Milwaukee claw. Okay. Okay, pretty much we're going to end this video right about here. The weekend is here. I want everybody to enjoy their weekend out there. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. And don't forget to tune in to the Heavy Wrench live stream later on this evening. All right. Everyone keep it cool that day and into that next tool review, that next modification video, that next toolbox tour, and each and every video that I tend to put out on this particular channel, not just say, you know, for the tool community. I also put out videos, you know, and mix certain particular content, you know, every other few videos when it comes to the stacking community, just as well as precious metals. All right. Everyone keep it a safe and a blessed one out there. We're going to check you later. Peace.